Hey, my name is Sarah Jones and I am a singer-songwriter and artist, and I'm currently working in a band called Sarahj, which is under my name, and we are an international known professional band. At the end of year 12, the week before we graduated, I went and did a performance representing the school, and it was at a fundraiser, and fortunately enough I met this woman called Susie Ahern, and she sings and tours with John Farnham and Anthony Clear and Tina Arena, all the Australian artists. And fortunately enough, I got in contact with her. She saw potential in me and took me on as a student, and she became my professional mentor. And she's gotten me in like a lot of workshops with professional working industry people. So it was, I think, from there, and she inspired me to become my own artist. She inspired me to songwrite. And when I'd first written my first song, it was horrible, if I'm being honest. But it was exhilarating because I would write a song, I would write them on the piano, and then I would take them to her, and she was also a producer as well, and she would produce beautiful strings and piano, and I think that's what I want to portray as a musician, is real live music. Not music that you can just make in your bedroom, but music that you can create with other musicians and create that magic on stage. So ever since meeting her and I guess kind of building myself into an artist and songwriting, from then I was like, right, this is what I want to do. After being with Susie and establishing myself as an artist and a songwriter, I went and did a program in LA for about 2 weeks, and I got to meet all these industry professionals that worked in LA, so like Adele's producer, Beyonce's producer, all those people, and it was pretty cool. And from then I'm like, all right, let's take this a bit more seriously now. I've got these songs, I've got them produced, you know, I'm ready to take the next step. So when I got back to Melbourne, I established myself as an official artist, so getting the social media together and all that stuff, and releasing songs, like just little demos online, doing covers to build that fan base. And then it was time to do some gigs. And I was like, okay, what can I do to make my gigs a bit more interesting rather than me just sitting on a piano and singing? I eventually got together a bunch of session musicians at the time. I got together, so Susie's sons, Connor and Jack. I had Connor on drums and Jack on bass. I also got Gemma McPherson on keys and Christian Brancaleone on rhythm guitar. And then we got a girl named Madison in, and she moved to bass. So then from there I felt like everything was quite right, and just until about last year in October we became an official band. I must say the first rehearsal that we had, they all met each other for the first time. I mean, Gemma and Christian knew each other, and obviously Jack and Connor knew each other, but to combine the two was the scariest day of my life, because I'm like, okay, I have these songs that I have written by myself, and they are like my heart completely on the line here, because it's something so personal. I'm having these musicians that hardly know each other to come along and expect to just play them on the spot. So it was a bit freaky for me, but after the first rehearsal, I was able to relive that magic and that experience that I experienced the first time, where I knew that this was what I was meant to do. So when it comes to songwriting, I don't write about what I see on the street, I write about mental illness, which is something that could be taken in a good way and a bad way, but it's about my own personal struggles or different members' personal struggles, because I feel like some of the songs that are missing these days are songs that are relatable. And I think when you sing about such a hard subject and such a touchy subject, it could change the way that people feel about themselves and what they hear. And I will never get over having a feeling when I listen to a song and be like, wow, like, how did you have the guts to write something like that? So I would say our influences are Paramore and stuff like that, but our inspiration is ourselves. I know our goal is to make people happy with the music we play, make people feel the same magic that we feel on stage by a lyric, or by a story, or by instrumentation, or just having a party and having a bit of a boogie. I think that's our main goal.